The left is now seizing on allegations of sexual misconduct against SCOTUS Justice Brett Kavanaugh. And no, this video is not from 2018. That's the riff liberals are going with. Again. As if throwing all in for Christine Blasey Ford a year ago wasn't embarrassing enough, the New York Times published a new bombshell report against SCOTUS Justice Brett Kavanaugh, alleging that he had exposed himself to a woman at a frat party 30-odd years ago. Well, kinda. Actually, no one's entirely sure what he may or may not have possibly done, because here is the accusation. Now, according to the Times, Max Steyer, a former classmate of Kavanaugh's in college, quote, saw Mr. Kavanaugh with his pants down at a different drunken dorm party, where his friends pushed his penis into the hand of a female student, end quote. That's literally it. Except the Times reporters didn't actually talk to Steyer about what he saw. Instead, they got his story from someone else who supposedly heard him tell it. Now, this whole thing has less credibility than notes passed between 7th grade girls in the lunchroom. But since rumors about what college kids did while drunk in the 80s is apparently part of today's public discourse, and I think I actually lost brain cells even saying that, I do have a couple of questions. Firstly, this dude, who the Times says has declined to discuss his claims publicly, says he saw some of Kavanaugh's buddies push his cash and prizes into some girl's hand. Now, how exactly does one do that? I'm not looking for anyone to draw me a diagram here, but how do you push someone else's unmentionables into another person's hand? But even if we set aside the baffling logistics of this claim, there's also the fact that according to this tell-all book that the Times piece was taken from, the woman who was supposedly forced to touch Kavanaugh in his special bathing suit place says that she has no memory that it ever even happened. According to Molly Hemingway, who reviewed the book, the woman Max Steyer named as having been supposedly victimized by Kavanaugh and his friends denies any memory of the alleged event. Now, of course, the Times didn't include this little tidbit in their story. Haven't we already seen this movie? Does the left just need more recipes for how to eat crow? Because now, Democratic lawmakers are actually calling for Kavanaugh to be impeached because someone told someone else that he whipped it out at a frat party 30 years ago. Doesn't matter that there's no proof. Doesn't matter that the woman who was supposedly victimized said that it never happened in the first place. Doesn't matter that the FBI already investigated every single accusation against Kavanaugh, including this one, and found absolutely nothing. And it apparently doesn't matter that 2 women have accused sitting Virginia Democratic Lieutenant Governor Justin Fairfax of sexual assault, and liberals don't seem to give a crap about that. Let's play another round of Kick the Kavanaugh just for funsies, because they don't like who nominated him. This is why an increasing number of Americans absolutely detest the media. This is why Trump calls them the enemy of the people, because somehow someone told me his friend saw someone else do something 30 years ago has become news. And sitting lawmakers are actually using it as ammo to demand a SCOTUS justice's resignation. There's just one little problem. See, this he said, she said bullcrap did not work in 2018. It's not going to work now. This whole thing's just as stupid as it was a year ago, and if you have to rely on 30-year-old water cooler rumors about teenage boys to score your political points, maybe spend that time working on your policy platform, because clearly it sucks. And that's your reality check, America. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube page, like us on Facebook and Twitter, and stay sane out there.